me. Very cold. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As I'm sure you all know, I am Walt Disney, and I would like to personally thank you all for coming out to this fantastic show. How about another hand for all of our delightful characters tonight? Weren't they great, folks? Yes, fantastic. Just wonderful. Not as good as all of our Disney characters, but they tried their best, didn't they? Yes. I just got unfrozen 2 hours ago, and I have no idea who any of you are. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Great decision, Team Disney. Wake me up for being frozen after 46 years to speak in front of 25 people who I've never met. Fantastic. Yes. I remember it like it was yesterday. I climbed into my cryogenic pod underneath the Pirates of the Caribbean ride down in sunny Orlando, Florida, back in 1966. I looked into Mickey Mouse's eyes and I said, Mickey, swear to me, Mickey, in front of good Christian God and all these animatronic pirates, swear to me on Pluto's grave that you will only wake me up if scientists have finally found the cure for lung cancer. So unless being asked to speak in front of a room full of degenerates in a godless city full of homosexuals and communists does in fact cure lung cancer, I think somebody has some explaining to do to old Walt Disney. It is good to be here in the future though, right? The world of tomorrow, the year 2017. I'm so thrilled to witness it, ladies and gentlemen. I even got to ride here on a monorail tonight. What's that word?
Monorail!
Say it again!
Monorail!
Yes! Although in hindsight it seemed like nobody else on board was even remotely excited to be part of such a technological marvel. I can't wait to see where you keep your giant golf ball and your space mountain. Well, let's get into it. When I was unfrozen and they told me I'd be doing this show tonight, the first thing I did was read up on some of what my company, the Walt Disney Company, had been up to since I had been put under. And frankly, I don't like what I see. The Disney name used to stand for something. Wholesome family entertainment for good, clean, white families. But now, the company seems to stand for nothing but vicious capitalism, making a quick buck, cranking out merchandise and shoddy sequels like nobody's business. Why, look at poor little Mickey Mouse. He used to be the darling of the silver screen, but now he's on watches, he's on macaroni and cheese boxes and toasters, he's on homeless people's sweatshirts. Seems poor old Mickey Mouse has become nothing but a common whore, a street hustler, a midnight cowboy, crawling in the gutter for money like a typical rodent Jew. Just don't know what to think anymore, don't know what to make of it. When I created Mickey, he wore his white gloves as a sign of purity and cleanliness, but now I fear he wears the gloves to hide the blood on his hands. In 1992, the Disney Company made a film about Aladdin, a young Middle Eastern man, and frankly, I thought by 1992 we would have imagineered all those people out of the gene pool. But they're still around, apparently. Aladdin wished to be a prince. He wished to be a prince. If I were him, I know what my first wish would have been, to not have been a godless Muslim anymore. And then at the end of the film, he just gives the genie his freedom. Spoiler alert, seems like a waste. Just so you know, ladies and gentlemen, freedom is not free. You keep giving that genie whatever he wants, he's never gonna get a job. He's just gonna have a bunch of genie children living off of handouts. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. What else has the Disney Corporation been up to since I was frozen? We made The Little Mermaid in 1989, had that character Sebastian in it, some kind of Jamaican crab person. You know, we had Jamaicans back in the 50s. We called them Cubans. And we did not trust them, you know, with their big cigars and their pressed sandwiches and their sexual guitar music. You know? I saw that movie. Sebastian might have seemed harmless, ladies and gentlemen, but the communists can take any form, even a singing crab. They're clever, those commies. You gotta keep that garbage under the sea where it belongs, you know? That Ariel, though. What a sweetheart, that Ariel. I love the whole part of the film where she couldn't talk or sing or do much of anything, really. My favorite part, you know? Just as it should be. Just sit there and look pretty and comb your hair with that fork like the daffy broad you are. Fantastic. They informed me that Disney makes those computer animation films now, which seems like cheating if you ask me. Where's the life in computer animation, you know? Where's the spirit? If nobody's keeping 200 Korean animators in cages and making them work round-the-clock hours, then what did we even fight World War II for, ladies and gentlemen? The Asians are taking over. What with their anime and their tentacle pornography? We were supposed to do that. Disney, 2016. It was on the business plan. They made a animated movie. This really got my goat, ladies and gentlemen. They made a computer animated movie called Frozen. And it was about two women. Women! Hello? You got a frozen man right here underneath the Magic Kingdom sleeping for 60 years. Did you ever think you could make the movie about me? That's inconsiderate. Who did we give this company to? We have done some things right since then, though. If there's one thing that the Disney company has done right in the time that I've been gone, it's that they've continued the proud Disney tradition of making all the villains in our fine motion pictures gay. Because no one, and I mean no one, is more devious and underhanded than the open homosexual. It's like the Disney vault is one big closet we keep them all in when we're done with them. The Little Mermaid had that undersea lesbian Ursula. You know, it's funny. I thought dykes were supposed to keep the water out of things. I'm Walt Disney. She sings that song, Poor Unfortunate Souls, which I assumed was, as a fat octopus, was about her thighs rubbing together, right? All 8 of them. Yes. Think of how much Gold Bond powder she must go through. It's delightful. Back in my day, of course, we had Peter Pan. We had the villain Captain Hook, who, of course, spends all of his time trying to capture little boys in furry costumes, you know? I'll tell you, what's what? The only thing lost about those boys was their innocence. Yes. You know, he may not have a peg leg, but he does peg those boys. They made in the time I was frozen, they made a live-action movie based on Peter Pan. It was called Hook. I watched it. The boys kept saying Bangarang, Bangarang, and I don't know which one of the boys is named Orang, but I just feel terrible for him. Well, I suppose it's time to wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. In conclusion, I'd like to say, sure, I may have allegedly been a racist, anti-Semitic, sexist, homophobic, Red Scare baiting asshole, allegedly, but when it really comes down to it, my heart was in the right place, and I think you could all see that, especially the black people here, because they have better night vision. Oh my God. Despite all my shortcomings, I believe that the world is still a good place full of wonder and magic, and I think it gets better every single day, especially now. And I think I summed up the climate of the world with my last words before I was frozen. Written on a piece of paper on my deathbed, the final words that Walt Disney would give the world. This is completely true. The words that I wrote on the paper were Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell, I think we all understand Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell was the name of my sled, my childhood sled. Don't lose your sense of childlike wonder and innocence, ladies and gentlemen. You're Kurt Russell, if you will. The world may be full of idiot jerks like Walt Disney, but you can take on anything, just as long as you don't lose your Kurt Russell. Thank you very much, and God bless Disneyland.
Bare Knuckle Comedy.